I'm keeping this for the show. Good morning and welcome to Community Connections with Children's Services Council of St. Lucie County. I am one of your remote team hosts, Sean Boyle, and with me is
Ashley Mock. It's your favorite new verb, remoting.
Totally, and I got to do the hand gestures with it. So welcome to the half-hour radio program that is every Sunday on 104.5 The Flame at 10 a.m. And because in a pandemic, the best way to record a radio program is through Zoom, so we can record the video and rebroadcast the radio program where you can see our faces, pointing the wrong way, see our faces when we rebroadcast it on our Facebook page at 11 a.m. every Sunday as well. So now, those longtime listeners, and by the way, I ran into a longtime listener.
Did you?
Miss Tillman. She used to be with the St. Lucie County Teachers Association, I believe.
Yeah.
What's her first name?
Doris?
I only know her as Miss Tillman. So anyway, I saw her at the school supply drive.
Oh, yeah.
And she told me she listens every Sunday, and she's been listening for a while. And I think she said that we have gotten a little bit better.
Oh, good.
So
I'm glad someone pointed that out for her.
Yeah, that's after 9 years, you think we get a little bit better. And I'm actually shocked that it's a little bit and the better part. So what we do with our time together, we are not radio show professionals or Zoom professionals, to be honest with you. But we're getting there. But what we do at the Children's Services Council is 5 things for our community, 5 things that we take pride in. And those 5 things are: 1, making sure every baby's a healthy baby; 2, stopping child abuse before it happens; 3, keeping kids off the streets; 4, keeping them in school; and 5, keeping them off drugs, alcohol, and other risky behaviors by offering programs and resources for all families in our community. And we utilize this time together, and we're so grateful that you joined us to talk about resources so that you can be the superhero in your family, in your neighborhood, at your congregation, wherever you get together with people, if you still do that nowadays, so that you can connect people to those resources.
And I like that you said that, Sean, because I feel like in this pandemic world, in this kind of brave new world that we're all living in, a lot of our programs, I feel like, have really stepped up for our community. And, we've talked I was going to say in the office, not really. We've talked as a team about the way that those programs have really shifted to different service delivery so that they can keep seeing families. Some of our summer programs that didn't get an opportunity to open still kept in touch with their families by providing meals to them or resources to them all summer long. So there's just a whole lot of ways that our programs really stepped up through this crisis to make sure that our families still had what they needed. And I think that's really important. And one of the things that we've tried to do with this show is to continually share that information and talk about the resources that are available, talk about the programs that are out there doing that stuff. But that information is only good if it gets shared with more people. So we love that you guys are listening and tuning in every week, but please make sure that you're sharing this information with your friends and family as well, because even if it's not you that needs the help, I guarantee you someone that you know is looking for help. And we have programs out there that can do that. So,
and a great way to share it, is if you watch it on Facebook, there's a little share button there.
It's so easy.
Right? And if you're listening on the radio, it's a little bit more complicated, but just tell your friends to tune in on Sundays at 10 a.m. or take the resource that we're going to talk about and spread the word.
Just shoot them a text and say, "Hey, I'm listening to the radio. You gotta jump on."
Good times with Sean and Ashley. So we have a couple of announcemements to make, but just related to what you said, we want to make sure that people understand that all the resources, because they all, some of them have changed and modified, and they've had to because of the pandemic, but there's a full list of resources available on our website with the programs and the services that we offer through the Children's Services Council. And it's easily accessible by going to our website, which is cscslc.org. It's the acronym for Children's Services Council, St. Lucie County, folks.
Nice and slow.
We're not just randomly pulling letters there. That's what it sounds like sometimes.
We also have shared a lot of information on our Facebook page. So, that is a good place to stay in touch with us, because it's really, things change all the time, as we've learned. But that's a really good place to kind of keep up with information that's changing, programs that are taking place. Lots of good stuff on our Facebook page too.
Yeah. So we have a guest that's eagerly awaiting. I'm sorry, we have guests that are
Oh, yes.
eagerly awaiting.
Plural.
But we've got a couple of fun things we're going to do.
We do.
While you load your screen, I'm going to talk
Okay.
about. I'm going to give our radio show and Facebook listeners a little bit of an exclusive, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Now we are recording on a Wednesday. This will not become official till Friday. So if you go to our website on Sunday and it's not there, you know it didn't work out. But we think it's going to. So we know from our partners at the St. Lucie School System that that there are 18,000 students that are virtual learning. So that's 18,000 students that are going to be at home, sitting at a computer during their school day and working through their school lessons and going to each class online. And we know, because we heard from a lot of families in our summer programs, because of health reasons, because of whatever reason, maybe they didn't sign up to send their child to brick and mortar schools, but they need help with the virtual learning. And so we are finalizing a partnership with the county to be able to provide, through our after school program providers, what we're calling, well, the technical term is virtual school day programming. So you can send your child to an after school program during the school day, and they will help facilitate that virtual learning with that child. And we're going to be able to do this for about 12 weeks because of our partnership with the county. And we're announcing that on Monday. So if you're listening now, you can jump to our website and get the scoop on everybody, because I believe it'll be on there.
Exclusive.
But we're calling them Learning Launchpad. And we're going to have multiple pad locations throughout the county, so that if you have chosen virtual school and you're not comfortable, maybe you've got to go look for a job, or maybe your child is at that age where you don't feel comfortable leaving them at home, or quite honestly, you don't know how to help them with virtual learning, send them to one of these sites. And as long as you qualify, and they're pretty generous qualifications, your child can attend for free during the school day.
And all of the qualification information, along with the application and the list of locations, is going to be on our website. And again, we anticipate changes happening. They probably will happen after this gets approved. But the website is going to be the best place to get that information. So definitely check it out there. We'll, of course, talk more about it. Stay tuned to our Facebook page, because we'll share a lot of information there about it too. But we're excited about it. I think it's going to be a good opportunity for a lot of families that were really concerned about maybe, some lack of technology, lack of tools for their kids. So I think this is going to be good for a lot of families. So
yes, we have something fun. So
are something fun.
We have something
Ready?
fun. So Ashley is sharing her screen. So we talked about this on our radio program. We, in partnership with the United Way, over the summer offered something called Rising Star Saturdays. We had, I believe, Boys and Girls Club, Sword Outreach, Lincoln Park Community Center, End It, all participated. Did I leave anybody out? I don't think I did, right?
I don't think so.
All participated. And what they did was they opened their sites on Saturday, and kids were able to attend and basically get some schoolwork help done, help get caught up. Maybe they fell behind over the summer, and this was an opportunity for them to get caught up. And we said for those students that attended more than 2 Saturdays or more than 1 Saturday, they could enter their name to win a 50-inch TV.
It's very exciting.
So Ashley has found this very Wheel of Fortune looking.
Do you like that?
Wheel.
I love it.
We loaded all the names of those kids.
I'm going to shuffle them around a little bit.
We loaded all the names of the kids, and we're going to spin the wheel to announce who's winning the 50-inch TV.
We've never done something like this on the radio show. It's really
pretty
fun.
Exciting.
It is.
That's why I'm describing it. The wheel is turning, and it has landed on
Indea H. Oh, look, we even get applause.
Yes.
Who knew?
Well, we don't have the audio on our end, but it's Indea H.
Oh, I heard it.
From the Boys and Girls Clubs.
I believe the Garden Terrace unit. That was a Garden Terrace kid. So yes, very exciting.
So congratulations, Indea. And we will work with the Boys and Girls Club to make sure that you get the 50-inch TV.
Yay.
That's so cool.
Congratulations. I think we need to have more contests and more wheels spinning.
Yeah, we got to work out the sound effects, because I didn't hear the sounds.
Oh, see, I'm bummed. I got to hear them.
That's why I was describing the wheel turning. All right, so I'm going to let our guest in.
Yes, exciting. So you guys, if you have been following our radio show for any length of time, I'm sure that you'll be familiar with apparently our mystery, our mystery guests. Of course, they had to bring the drama because that's how they work, right? So we have with us today some very important people from the Lindsay School of the Arts. And if you have been on Facebook in Fort Pierce, I feel like kind of maybe anywhere in the last 6 to 8 months, I am positive that you have heard about the Lindsay School of the Arts and what they are doing in our community. So today we have Cindy and Heather and Cody with us, and they're going to draw straws to see.
Wait a minute, I got to make a comment here. First of all, if you're listening on their radio program, you got to jump onto Facebook at 11 to see their grand entry. Because we told them, like, when we come to you, all that we ask is that you're there, and they got creative. And I also
never had somebody do that before.
I think that Hero is wearing a hat because if she had a mohawk, it wouldn't stay in the picture frame.
Exactly.
See, I see that game. I see that game. All right.
That is accurate. So, Cindy, again, I don't know how it would be possible for anybody to not know what you guys are doing in the community right now, but maybe on the off chance that somebody's visiting town, let's say somebody's visiting town and they haven't heard of you before, give us a little overview about Lindsay School of the Arts and what you guys are doing in the community.
Of course. So from the months of September through May, we are a completely free, fine, visual and performing arts center for kids primarily 8 to 18. Last year we did start with babies 1 to 4. We're hoping to have our 1 to 5-year-olds this year. We offer about 45 free classes a week to about 360 to 400 seats of students a week. And then in the months of June through August, we offer our art summer camp program, and both of those are primarily funded by Children's Service Council.
See, Hero's taking instruction. I see her.
Yeah. Those of you who are watching on Zoom, I just typed a message. You guys got to get closer to the computer. So you offer arts and dance classes after school, and that's what I heard. And those are open to anybody in the county, right?
Yep, St. Lucie County. Not just art and dance, but art, dance, music, writing, drama, and production.
See, that's why we needed to hear better, because I didn't get all that. That's good. That's good.
Missed all of those. And I think one of the things that's really cool about it, you said 400 kids, which is, there's like 400 seats that you have in those programs. I remember when we first started talking about these programs and you had like 40 kids. And that was it. And to see kind of how this program has grown and the desire for the kids in our community to have something like this is just really, really cool.
Thank you.
So this is open to the entire community. You guys are located at the Peacock building.
Yes, we are.
So can you give that address just so that people know where that exactly is at?
How do people not know where the Peacock building is, Sean?
Yeah,
for the people that are driving across town and happen to be listening and they're on their way somewhere else. I don't know.
For you, Sean, I will give our address. I normally do not release our physical address where we keep kids just for safety.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. Okay. I'm all about the safety.
Yeah. If you need to know where we're at, you'll know.
Listen for the peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go up to a peacock and say, "Where do you normally hang out at?" That's where I'm going. I just say that because you're near downtown Fort Pierce, because while you're located in downtown Fort Pierce or close to downtown, you take kids, and you actually have a lot of kids that come from Port St. Lucie.
A lot. I would say like 65, 70% of our families travel from Port St. Lucie.
Wow.
And how much does a family have to pay to attend arts, dance, music, writing, drama? Production. Thank you. I couldn't remember the last one. Production. Okay, remember it's a radio program, folks. So.
Oh, Facebook sees us. 0.
That's right. Facebook sees you.
They don't have to pay anything. We're completely free.
So do you generally offer? Because I know that Ashley, you and I have had many conversations with many families, and there's definitely was a need and is a need for arts or cultural arts type programs and classes. So how does it work? Does it like, like every Monday and Wednesday there's dance from like 5 to 6? Like how with all that wide variety, how does that kind of work out?
So if that were as easy as it really is, the hardest part is making the schedule. But we were always kind of luckily equipped for social distancing because our class sizes are generally pretty small. We have 4 classes that go on at one time, 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8. The babies come earlier in the day. And it's kind of just a mix between age groups because a few of our classes have different age restrictions. And we obviously have, for ballet, we have like 3 different levels of ballet, same thing with art. So we kind of structure it to where like they could come and take like art and dance back to back and go home. Doesn't always work as beautifully as we want it to because then it's not always based on grade, or an age, it's also based on their experience. So sometimes that messes up the schedule, but we do the best we can so they can kind of take them through the week or whatever they kind of need to work in the family schedule.
And what are the age ranges?
8 to 18.
Oh, okay.
And then our babies are going to be 1 to 5-year-olds this year.
So let's say you knew somebody, this is a hypothetical. Let's say you knew somebody that generally in a non-pandemic gets on the stage at the Sunrise at least once a year. And I know that they can sing, they've just lacked the confidence. Now they're out of your 8 to 18 range, but could you work with them so a year from this December, they'll actually sing on stage? Is that the kind of help that we could get here?
We're actually offering adult classes this year completely free. We're doing dance, we're doing ballet, art, we're doing piano, and creative writing.
All right, I'll do the writing, Ashley. You do the singing and dancing. I'll map it out. I'll work on some music tunes.
Listen, we have a singer already in our office, and we have tried to get him on stage before, and it hasn't worked.
A duet.
I don't know. That might be fun with Sandy, though.
That would be awesome. I'd actually try to sing with Sandy.
What? Yes.
You can write the music, and then Ashley can do ballet to it.
Wow.
Boom. Done. Done.
That was a lot. I don't know about that. So I love that you mentioned that though, Hero, because I know back when you guys first got started and were offering some of those classes, you had parents that were coming that were watching what was happening, and all of them were like, well, I want to do it.
Oh my goodness. When our show ended last Friday, when we just did our summer camp showcase, the parents were immediately, they're like, you did this to my child in 8 weeks? What can you do with me? I'm like, all right, bring it on.
Adults are actually much harder to work with than children. I will take children all day over adults.
I believe that for sure.
Yeah. She's going to be tough to work with. I'm just saying.
She's that way. The other way.
Oh,
well, on my screen, I don't know my screen. I don't know which way, but I'm pointing to Ashley. Clarification. Go ahead, Ashley.
So, well, one of the things that I wanted to point out, and I think it's, especially in this weird world that we are all currently living in, I think being able to offer kids a creative outlet is so important because so many of them had to give up a lot of the normalcy that they had in their lives, and it really kind of constricts what they're able to do. But I know that you guys, you were offering virtual classes very early on. You were able to do a face-to-face summer camp. You've got plans in place to do this really awesome stuff in the fall, in the coming months. And I think it's just really awesome that we finally have something like this in our community that really offers kids this creative outlet and a way for them to learn some of the things that maybe they were interested in, but never really could take advantage of. Because we've met kids before who maybe are really interested in writing, but not at school. Like it's weird at school. It's different at school, right? But I know, Hero, you've been able to take some of those kids and really find a way for them to get engaged with writing, which is huge.
Listen, the writers I worked with the last 8 weeks, some of the things that come out of these kids' mouths is like, the kids I worked with were like 8 to 12. And I mean, without going too deep into it, one of the students, a line they wrote in a poem was, I've never been a mother, but I know how to feed a family.
Wow.
Right? Or like, what about, I have an odd fascination with crunchy ice and Rocky Road ice cream. Both fade like moments of time we wish we could hold on to. That's coming from a 10-year-old. It's ridiculous. Like,
That's crazy.
they have
That's Hero Junior right there.
but it's so inspiring, literally, to be able to wake up every day and just see these 9, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, and they know exactly what's going on in the world around them, and they have every tool they need to speak about it. They just need to be told that it's okay to talk about it. And it's, Hero Junior, you gotta go. There's Hero Junior.
Oh my
nice.
gosh. That's awesome.
That 9-year-old's almost as tall as you, just going for the record.
I had a 5-year-old try to cut his hair in his bedroom so he could have a mohawk.
That was not a fun conversation.
That's a fun conversation with Mom.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So I know we've talked a lot about the stuff that you guys are doing, and before we run out of time, I don't want to miss the opportunity. Tell everybody how they can find out more, where they can get information. I know you have a schedule posted. Where can parents find all of that if this is something that they're interested in doing for their children?
So believe it or not, a lot of our classes are already full with our returning students. We offer open enrollment for 1 week. It is actually starting the week of the 24th. We just, please visit our website, the lindsay-school-of-the-arts.com. It just was renovated and it's beautiful now. So not that it wasn't beautiful before, but please visit our website. Open enrollment, please don't miss the dates. It starts August 24th. It's till that Friday. That is the only time all year you can get your new kid, newer kids. We'll accept new kids. And Facebook is always one of the best ways to keep in touch with us. I would say we're the most active on Facebook and our website.
So, so this is really good timing then to have this show, because there's like a window here and it's coming up. So folks, make sure that you check out their website, because August 24th, the week of August 24th is when you start the chance to jump in if you want to jump in.
Correct. And we have a lot of new families very interested. And I was like, please do not wait. It is first come, first serve. Your application, the process of your application is super important. It can't just be like, one sentence of why. We really dig in deep with these applications now and interviewing these kids, because we have to make sure we're making the right choices for the program.
It's so fun actually when we talk to them, because they have so much energy and there's so many different avenues that we can go off in conversation. But I'm curious, I heard you say that you're really active on Facebook, but I know at least one of the three on this call isn't even on Facebook. I find that kind of ironic. Two. Oh wow.
Cody doesn't have Facebook
My friends,
either?
the two of you are geniuses. If I could go back and not be on Facebook, I would make that choice.
Facebook has caused Sean a lot of stress through this pandemic.
Yeah, it's a sore spot for me. So, Cody, you've been hanging out. You're texting a couple of people. I saw what was going on. Talk.
He's
No
drawing.
texting.
He's drawing.
It's a surprise.
Oh, he's drawing. Oh, okay. So, it looked like what do I know? You're this big on my screen. So Cody, tell us what we know Hero does poetry and writing. I know Cindy, Hero, and Dorian are the masterminds, and Cindy does dance. What's your role?
I am the head of the art department.
Oh, very nice.
So you're doodling over there behind the scenes.
We'll show it at the end. But
okay.
Please,
okay.
Hey, make my ears small if you're doing us.
But yeah, my job is primarily just teaching kids how to draw, paint, photography, graphic design, like the wide range of visual arts. As much as
It's really amazing to me that, I mean, we've known Cindy, Hero, Dorian, Cody for a while, and it's really amazing. Every time we talk to you, it's really amazing to me the depth of the classes that you offer. It's not like, oh, we offer art. I mean, you just named like 6 different versions of art that I hadn't even thought of, photography and all. I mean, that's just amazing to me.
The beauty of that, Sean, is we actually do that in the summer. In the summer, the classes, they do focus in just 2 major areas and they get broad. But from the summer, the kids kind of express to us what they are specifically interested in. And they actually help us develop the schedule for the year, because it's like, wow, I really, took dance, but I really like tap, or I really like lyrical, or like Cody said. And actually the kids are the ones that help me build the schedule for the school year because they want to know what's important. Like this year, we're finally offering guitar and bass, which is something we didn't offer in the past, but we're so excited because like we had so many kids interested. So
That's awesome.
I want to take that.
Big kids. There's big kids interested.
Big kids.
In that too.
I would say guitar, but I know I've tried guitar. It's hard. I think I would learn how to do the bass. It's a little bit easier, right? Yeah, I know notes.
You're
I
talking
can-
to the wrong people.
Yeah. All right. So sorry.
We're
We'll
not
sidetrack Sean's musical ambitions later. So we mentioned your website, lindsay.schoolofthearts.org or .com? .com. Okay. And obviously look them up on Facebook, Lindsay School of the Arts. Lindsay's with an A, by the way, folks, if you're listening to us on the radio. But before we go, I want to talk about, and we've got a couple minutes left. I want to talk about, I love the fact that you get the feedback from the parents, right? And I know every time I talk to Cindy, she's like, I'll survey the parents to see what they think, what they want, which is great. Cause then, if you build it, they'll come because they're the ones that help build it. And we're talking about your classes, but you guys have a bigger vision than above and beyond just the programming that you're going to do during this upcoming school year. So can you briefly talk about what your vision is, particularly with the St. Anastasia building?
So yeah, we are moving along. We have already signed a 30-year lease with the city of Fort Pierce, a partnership with them on the St. Anastasia property, including the building and all of the 3.5 acres around it. We have already completed the step of having our architecture in there, and we've received back all of our architectural plans from him. So that bumps us to the next level where now we can get our environmentalists in there and we can start working at the asbestos and mold removal. We're about engineering in there too. So we're about 2 years out from our forever home at St. Anastasia. Once we are in there, we'll be able to run all of our classes in there. We'll have our own theater. We don't have to use anyone else's theater. We're planning a community garden on the property that's already in the process now. We are also looking at adding, we want to do an outdoor stage, and we're in the process of looking into that now due to the pandemic and social distancing. As soon as we can have an outdoor stage on the property, then we'd be able to do drive-in open mics and drive-in shows where people can just stay in their vehicle and come drive in and watch it.
And two big things Hero mentioned, we won't have to move out for summer camp and move back in. And we'll have our own theater that won't just be available to us, but it'll be available to others.
The community.
CSC programs that can come and use the venue as well. So
That is very cool.
a huge thing to us.
It was fun to me. And again, if you're watching or if you're listening on 104.5 The Flame at 10 a.m., you need to check out the video because you should saw Cindy's eyes when Hero started going through all that they're working on. Her eyes got about this big. You guys got a lot going on, and you guys deserve a lot of credit for taking this project on, and not just taking it on because that's the easy part. The hard part is the work that you've already started moving towards making this goal a reality. It's really impressive, guys. Very impressive.
Are you ready for your surprise?
You ready?
Well, wait, no, we're not quite wrapping up yet. I do want to say, I do like the fact that you guys are looking at outdoor during a pandemic. I don't know if you guys follow any comedians, and that could be an art class, from one.
We've already started looking into that. Stand-up
Okay.
comedy is going to be maybe added in next time.
You're teaching.
Yeah, well,
Are you
that's going to be a tough class.
podcast recording taught
what's
by
that?
Sean Phil. Podcast recording.
Oh, I could do that.
Hey.
All right. So, I saw David Chappelle did an outdoor. He's been doing these outdoor concerts, and he's been one of the few people that have been doing live shows. But if you watch the video, everybody is spaced out. It's an outdoor stage. They hand out
cool.
masks. I was just like, that's really cool. So that's kind of cool that you guys are doing that. All right. We have about a minute left. What is this? Well, first of all, if you have a child that's interested in a variety of arts programs, there's so many of them, I can't really name them all and give them justice, but they're very thorough. You need to check out lindsayschoolofthearts.com and or go to their Facebook page because there's a window that's going to open up on August 24th where they're going to accept new enrollees. So you got to jump on it early because they fill up fast, very fast. All right. So is that a good recap?
Yes.
Great recap.
All right. What's the surprise?
Oh man.
First,
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Is that a napkin, Cody? You drew that on a napkin?
That's
Oh my
good.
gosh, those are so good.
That's awesome.
Done.
You got drawn.
We're gonna
Well-
keep them. He'll sign them, and we'll put them in a frame and deliver them.
I
Oh,
love
very
it.
sweet. Very sweet. Thank you. Actually, you know what? Take a picture if you can.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll post it.
And we'll post it when I upload it to YouTube. I'll make sure that that's the image on YouTube.
Perfect.
That's so cool.
So we have to close our
Do we have to close our
curtain.
curtains?
Oh yeah.
Ready?
Is that your curtains? Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh my
thank you
gosh.
guys for coming on, Cody, Hero, Cindy. We greatly appreciate it. Check out Lindsay School of the Arts, and remember, it's our children, our future. I'm sorry, our children, our community, our future. Now more than ever, we're all in this together. Thanks, folks.